All right, please go.
Hello, I'm Gerald, technical marketing engineer at ST for STM32 NPU family. So welcome on ST booth. We are here front of a pod with a Foundries.io demonstration. Today's IoT devices need to be regularly updated. This is nearly mandatory to update devices on the field. And to do so, ST Microelectronics is delivering a Linux distribution that is prepared to do some such updates. And to complete this work, we are very happy to partner with Foundries.io. So here Tyler is with me, and he will introduce you this demonstration on ST booth.
Thank you, Jared. So this is our demo here at the STM32 booth. What we have is an STM32 MP1 Disco. It's one of their development boards. Hanging off the USB port is an Omron environmental sensor. This has pressure, humidity, ambient air temperature, you can't hear me. A whole bunch of different sensors measuring data. And so what we wanted to show is our system basically helps customers build on our platform to create an end use case like this, such as an IoT use case. So we have a sensor, we need sensor data, we need to display sensor data, and we can do all of that easily with FoundriesFactory. So what you see here is actually 3 microservices. They're containerized. There's Grafana, which is displaying the data. We have an InfluxDB, which is storing the sensor data from the sensor, and then we have Node-RED, which is routing the sensor data to the database and then being displayed with Grafana. So why is any of this important, right? So this is something that somebody might build, a use case that's very common. But what we can do is that this is a managed operating system, managed firmware, and managed containers. So the entire platform is managed. It can be updated over the air. Every piece of software from the boot ROM forward is updatable. So that's one of our big security visions at Foundries, is that the latest software is the most secure software, and to do that you need to be able to update all of the software. So when the nice folks at ST move their BSP forward, we're actually able to move all of the firmware forward as well when we move customers from BSP to BSP. So it's a really good maintenance strategy, it's a really good security strategy, and we're really proud to be partnered with ST.
Are you pushing for 25 years support?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'll let you address that.
25. We have planned to work on this and ensure long maintenance for our customers. This is a work ongoing, I would say.
Sir, maybe you can hold it like this. So I'm just getting some interference. There's too much Bluetooth at the booth. Can you explain a little bit how it is to work with Foundries? It's been a good partnership, easy to get things done?
Yes, it's a very good way of working, and they are really expert in this domain, and so we are really confident to rely on them for all our customers who lead their FoundriesFactory solution.
Thanks a lot. Is there some more we can talk about?
I think that was pretty much it. Is there anything specific that you want to talk about? I mean, that's mostly I think the demo and explains it. But we're really excited to be working with ST. We are actually doing some work on the hardware security elements because we're trying to always improve the security story, with our hardware vendors. So that's something that we're looking forward to in the future, is being able to offer turnkey hardware security element solutions with the STM platforms. We have a few customers running it, the platform actually out in production now. So this is not a demo. This is real software that we use on customer systems that are deployed in government facilities. So it's a very rigorous process to go through that certification process with the customer. But ST and Foundries, we've been working together. We have a good relationship, and so it's been a really successful partnership.
And it's just Linux.
It is just Linux at the moment. Obviously, our background, right? We used to do microcontroller work. We are still looking for opportunities there, but we still need to develop a business model that we think can be viable before we delve back into the microcontroller space.
And for ST, it's been 3-4 years now, the MP1, and it's kind of like a big deal for ST to go in a full Linux kind of world also?
I would say that Linux is the normal way to work with an MPU. Okay, so we started with Linux. now it's important to develop our ecosystem with Linux on STM32 MP1, and such offering are part of the ecosystem we want to develop. And for future, if your question is to know if there will be something else after Linux on our NPU, then maybe I will do the same answer as early and saying that this is a work ongoing, and we hope to give you some news around that in next future.
Because STM32 MP1 has Cortex-A and
Yes.
Cortex-M.
Yes, exactly.
And does the Foundries do anything to the M part?
So with our system, we can update every piece of software that exists on the device. That includes the microcontroller firmware. So a lot of our customers will build RTOS applications for their M4 coprocessor, and we can deliver it with our secure over-the-air system to the file system. And then a lot of our customers, depending on what they've added onto their design, have tooling to basically put the M4 into a DFU mode, which is like a firmware update mode, and then they're able to update the firmware with the payload that we brought down on the platform. So the answer is yes, we support coprocessor firmware and we support coprocessor firmware update.
But it has to do around the Linux.
Yeah, I mean, so that's how Linux facilitates the firmware down to the system, and then once it's to the system, we have a really generic way to allow our customers to integrate it, because a lot of our customers may use CAN bus to signal an update, right? Or they may have a direct connection over like I2C, and so there's no generic solution for that, but what we can guarantee is that we'll get the payload, their M4 firmware that's signed, to the device securely, and then from there they take it, and it's their own business logic.
I would add one word also, saying that updating application is quite easy stuff nowadays. Foundries.io is also strong for updating the complete Linux system, meaning from the boot chain also. So thanks to that, the customers can completely update the system. And this can be critical to update the boot chain, for instance, on the system when they are alive, and this is things that are covered also.
Can you explain a little bit who are the typical customers for the MP1 compared to your previous business? It's like it reaches a whole new big market, right?
There is no, I would say that the strategy is the same. We are primarily targeting industrial markets, so this is what we were doing with MCUs. And the MPU came here to extend our portfolio and be able to help our customer needing more MIPS and requiring Linux also, because we had some customers who were using MCU and wanting to go to this world. And also a customer using Linux on other system and wanting to move to ST solutions.
Nice. Thanks a lot. Cool. Anything else we missed?
I think we're okay. I think
Okay.